And Luka is the Las Vegas odds MVP favorite again for back-to-back years. How do you feel about that?
I agree. If we don't have the illness, if we don't have the COVID catastrophe that happened to us in the first month of the season, if we don't have a couple of injuries that happened, the Mavs win, let's say, 6 more games, they're a 4 seed. And I think Luka wins the MVP if he does that, takes a team in their second season back in the playoffs after being out for a while, puts up the numbers he put up. By the way, he is currently the career leader in points per game in the playoffs. Now, he hasn't played 25 games, so he doesn't qualify to be ranked as number 1. Come on. Like 35, 8, and 7. Nobody puts up those numbers in the playoffs, and he did it. Basically, he did it with KP having been taken out of the equation. Not because of KP. That's just the way that series played out. I mean, I've said it. I'll continue to say it. Luka's one of the 3 best players in the solar system right now. And I can say that because I don't know what they got going on Saturn. I don't know. They might have guys that are 9 feet tall with 6 arms. I don't know. But on this planet, among these humans, he's top 3 in the world at what he does. And so, yeah, I think there's a reason he's the odds-on favorite.
And last one here, I'll wrap you up too. You mentioned Jason Kidd and Luka. We haven't seen any games yet, but you seem fairly convinced of just that fit. Can you detail that a little bit more? What makes you so confident, right? Without seeing any games.
Jason Kidd is the reason Giannis Antetokounmpo won an MVP. Jason Kidd is the one who made him a guard forward. He's the one who decided to have Giannis bring the ball up. Who else in the league would have done that? Nobody. Nobody's putting Giannis at the point other than Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd understands the space and the chess match of an NBA court as well as anyone ever has. Jason Kidd will coach basketball like a jazz musician. You got to know when to let the trumpet guy, you got to know when you let Shorty do what he's going to do. You got to know when you're going to let the piano player do what he's going to do. Everybody's got their thing. And all Jason Kidd has to do is know when to get the hell out of the way. And Jason Kidd does not have an ego where he will feel he needs to put himself. Jason Kidd, the last thing he wants this season is to be on SportsCenter. He does not want to be on the highlights. He just wants to rack up wins, get to the playoffs, and let's go. That's what he wants to do. He wants to be the best version of Jason Kidd. That's what I want. He wants to be out of the way. That's what I want. He wants to just coach the players. And then once you coach them, you got to let them play. They're called players for a reason. He's not coaching spectators. He's coaching grown men who have skill, talent, finesse, and ability. And I believe Jason Kidd knows when to get out of the way. And so this is one of those seasons. I don't expect Jason Kidd to out-coach himself. He's not going to coach himself into a playoff loss. He's just not. He's too smart for that.
Very well said. Sean, I really appreciate the time. Any final words to Mavs fans, any shout-outs, anything you want to close out on?
I mean, it would be kind of ridiculous and self-serving for me to do one of the things, so I'm not going to do that. Sorry to disappoint everybody. If you want to hear me do that, go get NBA 2K22, or even better, come to a Mavs game here. Come to our house. Come down. We got plenty of space. We will make space for you to come down and be part of the Mavs family. The only thing I would say is this. My really good friend Chris Arnold has said, one of the worst ways to live life is to live it in fear. As a fan, do not be afraid that one of your players is going to be hurt. Do not be afraid that you are not going to be able to get the pieces here that you need to have here. Do not be afraid that your franchise player who just signed a $207 million extension is thinking about leaving. The ink's not even dry on the contract yet. Instead of living, fear is an emotion of the future. Joy is an emotion of the present. So let's be happy. Let's have joy this season. The Mavs are not going to go 82-0. They're just not. But they're also not going to go 0-82. So let's don't live 5 years down the road. Let's live today. Let's live 2021. Let's live the 2021-2022 season. And let's go Mavs.
Amazing. Amazing, Sean. Thank you.
So you asked me if I had a favorite saying right now. Right now, my favorite saying is when Luka does something Luka-like in the lane and the laugh comes out. That was the most organic. It's the most organic thing I've ever done. And it's Luka! It's that laugh because you're like, did he just do what I think he did? That son of a... Did he just do that?